let's take a look at some football recruiting, and it's brought to you by our title sponsor, Banks & Jones, Tennessee's trial attorney, and he goes to trial. He is not one that's going to settle. He is fantastic. Let's take a look at 3-star offensive lineman Brandon Anderson of Kennesaw, Georgia, in North Cobb. Now, he was at the Atlanta visit over the weekend. Now, you hear 3-star and you don't get terribly excited. This guy has visits such as Georgia, Florida, Florida State, Tennessee, Clemson, and he said Florida State, Miami, Tennessee, Georgia, and Missouri are in the spring, but no dates set yet. It looks like Tennessee will be June the 20th. This is a guy who's going to be a 4-star by the time the season begins.
Yes, and remember, Brandon Anderson is the one who decommitted from Tennessee because Tennessee wanted him to shut down his recruitment. Maybe Tennessee's on to something, because we thought that he said he didn't like that. It seemed like a bad look for Tennessee, yet Tennessee still actually seems like the favorite to land him even after that decision.
Yeah.
So
I think sometimes you like throwing a little weight around. And if they call you back and they say, hey, here's the deal. We didn't mean to rub you the wrong way, but this is our stance and we need you to be a part of this team. I think you could spin that the right way. 3-star defensive lineman Tyson Bacon Sisling of Hoover, Alabama, has been committed to Tennessee since October, but now he's got multiple officials set. So I'm wary of this one. Washington, May the 2nd, Georgia, May the 16th, Alabama, May the 30th, Florida, June the 13th, and Tennessee on June the 20th. The Dogs offered back in January could be a team to watch. Aren't the Dogs always a team to watch as long as Tennessee's trying to recruit anywhere in the South?
They are, but the Dogs are more like Tyson Bacon is the project you draft in the late 2nd round and hope, and you can turn him into a good player. And Georgia only goes for number 1 draft picks on their defensive line specifically. So, I mean, after the Super Bowl last night, Dave, Georgia, you're going to get more of a Kirby Smart discount for defensive linemen. I mean, the Eagles literally just built a defensive line based on Georgia.
Wait, just a second. That's a column. Let me write that down. Good idea. Were you going to write that? Because I'm still.
No, I was not. No, you can steal it. That's fine. Yeah.
After attending back-to-back games at Tennessee in October, Kesan Stanel visited the Vols again more than 2 weeks ago to attend their most recent camp. He says they're one of the top teams he's considering, and now they're scheduled to host him for an official visit. That should come up later this spring and summer. 4-star lineman out of Clayton, North Carolina, 2026. He's scheduled to be in town on June the 13th. He's already visited the Vols 3 times, so this is big. And then Tennessee gave Jordan Edmonds one of his earliest SEC offers. I don't know at what point Tennessee has to feel as if it doesn't have the need to continually make these early offers, but at some point that day is going to come. But a guy that's 6'3", 180-pound junior is rated a 4-star prospect and ranked the number 53 overall player and the number 5 cornerback in the 2026 cycle by 247 Sports. Portions, by the way, of this program brought to you by On3 and 247 Sports. Now, Edmonds caught 32 passes on offense for 648 yards and 4 touchdowns on offense and had 30 tackles on defense in 2024. So do you at this point, Caleb, believe that Tennessee still has to offer early and get ahead of the curve? Or do you believe that Tennessee is very close to the point where they can just play ball, just like Alabama does in recruiting, like Georgia does? They can offer when they truly believe you're going to be a contributor.
Well, and just to the Edmonds point, he commits on February the 19th. I'm willing to bet you everything he's going to Alabama. That's what I'm hearing. So I think Tennessee will never, under Josh Heupel, be in a place where they can't offer early. And here's why. The way they're structuring their NIL. What we know is they're opening the checkbook for a couple of players in offseason to fill voids that they think can contribute immediately, either as freshmen or transfers. The rest of the guys they go after are guys that they want to stay within the program for 2 to 3 years. They really think heavily about this now. Okay, when Tennessee picks up commitments, they want the guy. They don't just want him to be in the program for a year or even 2 years. They want to make sure that they'll have this guy in the program through at least 3 years. That's a big factor. And if you're going to go that route, you're going to have to offer early and have a bit more of an uphill climb on the recruiting trail itself. but you'll have way more advantages when the portal and the chaos happens every offseason.